Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the Grand Spartan. Welcome back. Another episode. Got to get some things sorted out here. I had to run off a bit of time, ran into some audio issues, and had to move my microphone around and all to get that working properly again. Oh, we could probably stick these chassis together real fast here. So now we are on the journey to the 28-day horde. 21-day horde was a success. Everything went well, kind of as expected, I guess. We're gonna head on over to this new base. Need to gather up all of our supplies. Need to get these forges fired back up and going again. Let's see. Let's get about 30 minutes worth of fuel or so going there. And let's top that back off with this. Not too concerned about the play. Looks like I had my rebar in there. We'll carry those over. I don't think I'm going to need those, but we'll take them anyway. Stick that back in there. The stone, let's have that up. Let's have it up like half and half. Kind of holding on to that stone. It's pretty precious at this point because I need it to make the cement. Let's take it over here. Mix a little bit of this. Yeah, see right there. I'm out. My goodness. That may be first on the agenda, is to go get ourselves some stone. You know, have plenty of concrete. We can stop by the other little, the new construction and drop that off over there. But I am totally out. So like I said, the horde was a success. If you didn't watch it, I know some of you don't care for the hordes so much. I understand. But if you didn't, it was a success. Everything went as planned. We did get a cop, and that was a little bit, a little scary. I didn't know what was exactly going to happen when that cop rained down upon us there like he did, exploded. I tell you what, let's go ahead and make a little bit more fuel. We could go back over to the desert, you know, but I almost need some real stone. You know what I'm talking about? Some real stone. I need to get that just stone and not the sand as well. We could auger down some of these boulders around here. How much do we get if we do that? Let's find out. Let me turn the sound down. I don't blow your eardrums with the auger. Boy, watch those resources roll in on the right-hand side of the screen there. My goodness. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them resources rolling. Oh, those mining tools going up. One more level and we can pop that last point in there, right? Isn't that level 80? You get the 5th point of Miner 69er, so you get the big bonus for resource gathering. My goodness, that went by quickly. I think day 22 is when the traders respawn, right? I think that's it as well. So one more thing we could do today. Go right over to the traders and see what they have. Take our money. And some of you have mentioned too that they changed the way the leveling worked for the traders. So you no longer have to develop carpal tunnel trying to sell off all the individual items. That was something that I was told on Alpha 15, you know, and it did seem to work. Let's see how much stone we got from that. Man, we could get a whole stack from these little boulders right here, and I don't have to go underground, which is ideal for at least where we're at now. I'll definitely go underground here soon. Ooh, I tell you what we can do before we go to the trader. We can stop by the bookstore. We haven't been in there in forever. And we'll pick ourselves up all the schematics that we don't know and paper. You know, I went over on the journey to the larger city and we got a bunch of paper from over there, but you know, it's not going to be necessary here. I tell you, the first thing I'm going to do is go over that little warehouse or factory or whatever it is with the working stiff crates. Let's see if we can find some stuff there to sell. burning away the day here on this stone, but this is saving me from having to go underground. So I know you all can appreciate that. I don't have to go underground for 6 game hours or longer. Oh, look at him climbing up on top of the building there. My goodness. Mr. Mountain Man. Mr. Mountain Man. Oh, that was a poor shot. Not that I ever have any real good shots, but trying to lead him a little bit there and get him in the head. Get him in the head. Well, let's go ahead and club him to death. Got him softened up with the bolts. All right. Last one we'll do here. Boy, I get spoiled. So on the multiplayer server, we increased the gas capacity of the auger to 5,000. So you're going to have to repair it before you run out of gas. The stack sizes have been increased a little bit as well. And I didn't hear any complaining about that being done. But we did. We have stack sizes increased and the auger has a ton of gas. But I get kind of spoiled with that, and then I come over here and every 20 seconds I have to refuel the thing. Well, I always felt like if a can is 1,000, a can doesn't look very large. If you look at the cans, they just look like a little, maybe it's a 5-gallon can. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be, but looks like a small can, and I'm like, well, you know, the auger should probably take a can. If it's just a small can like I used to use to fill my weed whacker up with, you know, then I could probably hold all of that. Little small tank, but, or small can. But that could be a 5-gallon tank on that sucker. Well, let's dump this off. We're going to run over, grab the working stiff crates, grab whatever schematics we can grab in the bookstore. Also going to grab my things to sell out of here. So we got almost 2 stacks. Almost 2 stacks. Perfect. Let's see. That's a medicine. That's gas. Okay, we'll go ahead and stick some gas in here. Don't need to take all that gas with us. Take 1 can for emergency. We don't even need that. I think I have some in the mini bike. So here's our trader supply right here. 450 cash. Looks like that is full. My goodness, you can pump that gas out quickly. In the old, how much does that sell for? It doesn't sell for much. Does not sell for much. But we're going to have to go out and get ourselves at least enough gunpowder put together for another stack, almost a full stack, for our shotgun turret. So on day 28, which is rapidly approaching, you know, I'm looking at the time and I'm thinking, boy, I've not even put together, you know, maybe half of the base so far. And day 28 is rolling in on us. Just gonna run through here, scoop this stuff up. Scoop, 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 scoop. Don't even bother to get up on my account. You just stay right there, sir. All right, I think there's one more place with a few crates. Oh my goodness, he's right there. Hey man, what are you doing? Don't act all crazy. He was infected with the zombie virus and I am falling down. I tell you what, let's scrap. Oh, nice, some repair kits. We can always use those. I think there's one more up here I'm missing. Well, they like those sunglasses. What kind of glasses do we have? 11, 11, 10, 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10. Oh, wait a minute. Did I put the wrong ones on? I did. Son of a gun, Spartan. I just did it again. That hot key. The hot key. It's hot. Hot. I'll take the wire tool. We'll scrap the wrench. We'll scrap... we don't have any space in our queue. Our queue should be a little larger, maybe. Not complaining. See what's in the car. A couple doorknobs. Okay. Yeah, we might have to drop a few things here in the bike of minis. Oh, it's a farmer. Farmers can have some good stuff on them, you know? I think I got my first purple compound bow from a farmer on the server. Hoe. All right, let's shoot in here real fast. And I have two traders I want to stop by and drop off whatever it is. Boy, that changes quickly when you go out of one biome into the next. Changes the way everything looks. So we'll just stick that in there and that and you and you and you. And we're going to put this in here. Sort. Good to go. I can also put my... I don't need those exploding crossbow bolts. I don't know why I'm carrying those. Let's drop those off here. Do another sort. I have to carry my poncho. You know that. If I don't carry my poncho, boy, we have a lot of stuff scrapping here. I tell you what. Let's just... let's stick it all in here for the time being, and we'll scrap it when we get back. The wire tool I'm actually going to keep, though. We'll put it in the tool chest here. Combine that with some others. Don't know the advantages of the wire tool. Maybe some of you can tell me. Can you stretch the wire further away with a better wire tool? I doubt it, but is that possible? Zombie made a new door for us here. So we're only going to take the things that are worth something. Oh boy, this guy right here. Let's see if we can take out Big Boy before he gets started. There we go. Nice. Nice, another level too. We're flying up in level. The quest. Yeah, I guess we'll take the quest. We'll take everything. We may as well just you know, just take it all. Because we're right here next to the base, so I can swing over there and drop off paper or whatever it is that I want to keep. There we go, overheating. Oh, there's a zombie right there. Little head pop. Boy, it's fun to see. I don't even know if I'm going to get this whole store. Oh my goodness. Hawaiian. Malakalikimaha is the thing to say. Oh. Over here. And I'm back over here. Now you're down for the count with no head, sir. How does that feel? Probably doesn't feel much of anything. No head. Well, the paper, you know, is needed. We're going to set ourselves up for the... Oh, hey, look at that. I had stuck paper in there last time we were over here. Didn't even know that. A whole stack of paper right there. Could have just walked. Another one right there. What was I doing with the stacks of paper? I must have been full and needing room to carry schematics or something. I left a lot of paper behind. There's another stack of it I left behind. My goodness. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. Oh, there's more money. More money, more problems. All right, so let's get on out of here. Run over to the base. drop this stuff off, and head to Mr. Trader. Then we need to get ourselves into gear for some building. The day will rapidly be approaching, and I did kind of decide on a design for the ceiling over in that other base. Paper's gonna go right here. Quest are gonna go right there. And everything else we take with us. I'm just, I take the wood everywhere I go. Some of you are probably looking like, why is he carrying wood? I carry wood everywhere I go. I don't know why. I just, I've been caught out there before and needing to make frames or something to get out of a hole that went to bedrock or something silly. I enjoy having those frames on me or that wood on me to make frames or, whatever it is. That probably is some deep-seated thing that goes way back to the beginning of the game when I first started playing. It was first released, and I wanted to keep wood on me in case I needed to box myself in or whatever I needed to do. We need more wood, too, just as much as we need more resources like these boulders here with the nitrate. And someone also commented that, the boulders are nice, but if you go underground, you can get huge pockets, and you're exactly right. I mean, early game, which is basically where we're at, because I don't consider mid-game till in the 40s or something based on the XML file for game stages now with Alpha 16. Was that a wolf that we just passed? Early game, the boulders work out well, especially when you get a really high-quality blade, which I need to look into. I need to see what kind of blade I have on mine, because we could probably do a 350 blade or something like that now. And so the higher quality of blade, more resources you get. Also, Miner 69er, all of that. Let's take a look at our blade. So yeah, okay, so it's a 342, so it's about as good as we're gonna get. Don't have my Duke coins on me. We'll get those if he has something that's just mind-blowing that we have to come back and buy. Well, we're going to sell this whole stack all at one time. Just like that. Oh, the sound of money. Money! There's the old compound bow. Good riddance to you. Another small engine. There's a timer relays. You don't want those. Now, how many points do we have in Secret Stash? We have 2. Okay, we have 2. Okay, so let's look on all of his products here and see what he has. Blueberry pie. That'll give us an even 20 there. I don't feel bad because we just made that money. It's I'm not taking away from my stash in the mini bike.
It's been a real pleasure. You watch yourself out there.
Oh, wrong way. Yeah, well, that was good. Not bad. Didn't have anything, but able to sell all that stuff off. Now let's do a quick waypoint over to the other guy. And there's an airdrop right there. Airdrop right there. Maybe we can swing by, scooping that up real quick. See if there's anything that we could sell to the trader. Maybe some pain pills or something like that. Pick that up, sell it off, and head back and get some building done on the episode. Take it all. Actually, before I get on the mini bike, let me put a quick marker. Boy, there's 2 traders that are close by. Close by. If something happens to one of these traders, I will absolutely be disappointed because these 2, we could just cycle between them. Not worried about that third. I'm sure at some point we'll come across a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, maybe even a 10th based on what I've seen on the multiplayer server on that seed. Tons of traders. They're everywhere. Another farmer and a pig. Oh, and a wolf. Whoa, that wolf was all up in my face. Did you see that? Where'd he go? Oh, I one shot that. Did you see that? Crossbow for the win? What? Let's kill Farmer Fred. And go get that pig and the wolf. We'll have ourselves a decent supply of meat before long. Yeah, someone told me I'll put the points in the knife skill. I'm not too interested in that. You know, I get enough meat as it is. Oh, I killed a zombie. I didn't mean to kill a zombie. I thought he was a pig. I saw movement. Whoops. Sorry, Mr. Zombie. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to kill you. That's how deer hunters get in trouble right there. There's a little bit of lead. Hard to pass that up, right? And the need for buckshot. Boy, it's taken 2 to repair that every time. My goodness. I need to give points to that sometime soon. Well, the stage we're at, I was just talking. Oh, there's more lead. I was just talking about this today. The first week or 2 in the game, my brown quality weapons and just not enough to feel like I'm durable at nighttime. Have no armor, so I don't do a lot. And so from like midnight or 1 in the morning till 4 a.m., I just would sort inventory, get things done in the little base. But now moving forward, I feel comfortable outside at nighttime. Even if I get hit with a wandering horde and have to run around, maybe need some beer for that. But outside of that, I feel comfortable. Feel like, okay, that's that place we looted that time. Like we can hold our own. So moving forward, we shouldn't skip any content. I should be documenting almost like 95 or 8% of what we do. So you get to see it all. The one thing in the future I may have to cut out, especially if we do a free fall design or just mining in general, I may cut some of that out, cut and splice. You know, we kept almost all of it in on Alpha 15 Let's Play, but I think I actually may cut a bit of that out on this playthrough. Sorry about that. Oh, if I hadn't been going faster, I would have fallen into that hole. Did you see that? I need to frame that off so I don't fall into the hole.
Welcome, survivor.
What you got? An auger blade. Whoop! I'll buy that. Thank you. We're just talking about the auger. Look at that AK. It's not bad. I just don't have the means to make the rounds for it right now, but that's not a bad AK. He'll have more. He'll have more stuff. A couple beakers. I must have picked those up from the... He's not interested in dirt. Okay. I get it. I get it. Well, I didn't realize it would make your bartering go up buying things. I knew it would selling. That's how little I know about the trader, folks. I do not do a lot of trading. Yeah, he has gunpowder you could buy. How much would that cost to buy all of what he has? Not gonna worry about that. He only has 50. Night vision goggles. The tool and die, we have that. It does have some electrical components. We'll have to start going for some of that. Well, I'll protect him. Close that door. Get on up the hill there, Spartan. There's more lead. Oh, I'm out of gas. All right, we're on the way. Back over to the base, drop this stuff off real fast, grab our supplies, and get some building done. Like I said, I changed the direction I wanted to go in with the bars on the new base. Think I'm going to just do the quarter blocks instead. Should be sufficient, should hold us over. That's what get all the lead we can get on the ride back. Don't know how we're doing on gunpowder. I need to check that. I get confused. There's a bear. There's a bear over there. I'm gonna kill him and get his meat. I don't know why I'm getting so excited about a bear who could potentially kill me. Oh, he's gonna kill that zombie. Let's watch the fight. And he's swinging. And he takes a left. And it's a draw. Boy, he's too far away to hit. Oh, I hit the zombie. The zombie protected the bear. Well, that just travels forever, doesn't it? This crossbow dart. You're not gonna get that with a bow. I just. Oh, he doesn't know where I'm at. Gonna find out soon, though. Don't you hit me, bear. Nobody got time for that. Well, that bear is fast. You see how fast he is? Let's get a little distance on him here. Boy, it's hard to get distance on him. Look at that. I was going full speed there for a moment. Of a gun. I keep getting on the mini bike before I reload. I need the meat. How many shots does it take to kill a bear? A lot. Takes a lot, and they are fast. I hope it didn't just reset his hit points because I went out of distance. Let's see if we can get a headshot on him here real quick. Well, if he won't acknowledge that I'm here, I'll just keep on picking away at him. Don't you hit me. I'm hunting right now. Don't want to be bothered. Your shenanigans, Mr. Joe Bob Zombie. What? Did it hit the tree? I think he looks sad and lonely. I'm sorry, Mr. Bear. I'm really sorry. But you're so tasty. Your meat is so tasty. I make it into that meat stew. Put a finger in it. He's like, I know I'm gonna die. Just go ahead and get it over with. Guarantee if we go over there and slap him in the nose with our spike club, he'd have a different song to sing to us. What am I shooting under him? Oh. Oh, I'm hitting the stone in front of me. Silly hitbox. I'm just cautious, ladies and gentlemen. If you've not encountered one of these bears yet, out in the open, they will mess you up quickly. There's not, finally, You cannot get away from them on foot. Not gonna happen unless you find some high ground to jump up onto or something. They will outrun you every time. I'm sorry, Mr. Soft and cuddly bear. Not so soft and cuddly when he's raw, chasing you down, trying to eat you. Zombie flesh probably doesn't taste too good, but Grand Spartan flesh does. All right. Well, that took away about an hour of game time to do that, but we got a bunch of meat. We have a lot of potatoes and corn, so make us some tasty meat stew. Or, if you're vamp, bacon and eggs. Heck, I might become a bacon and eggs kind of guy myself. Don't know. Nice. Drop all this stuff off. Pick all of our things up. Gas. Oh, we could go ahead and assemble. Put that in there. And I'm going to hold on to this one. I'm not going to do anything with it because I want to be able to upgrade that eventually. You know, you follow me? I want to be able to upgrade that. Let's go ahead and eat some blueberry pie. That in there. I want to go ahead and grab something else to eat as well. Maybe some of this miso soup doesn't dehydrate us. Get up a little bit higher. Look at all the meat we have now. Look at that. Beautiful. Excited. All right. That's a lot of lead. A lot of buckshot. How much gunpowder do we have? Enough to make what we need for a stack there. For a stack of. Okay, let's take a look at what we need. I need gas. Need our rebar, our cement. And we'll need at least that much gas. Let's go ahead and top that off there. Didn't leave anything in this one except for stuff I need to scrap eventually. Nothing in there, nothing in there. Have some cement I could pick up and take with us. And we can get some more cement going. How are we doing on fuel? We're almost out of fuel. I'll tell you what, let's do this number right here. Go ahead and nip that in the bud so it just goes and goes and goes. Ah, I like it. I like having stone on hand like that. We will have to take a trip to the desert pretty soon. Get some more sand, and you get stone too. You know, so we'll do that. We'll absolutely do that. Since I have it, might as well eat it, right? There's no need to hold on to it and age it. Doesn't taste better aged. Well, maybe it does. You know, who knows? But let's eat it and get out of here. I think most of the supplies are at the build already in that little chest out front. Someone came up, I think it was Buddha, maybe. I apologize if it's not, and I came up with the wrong name, but said to use one of these other buildings as an entrance for this base. May actually do that. We may actually do that. Don't know. Oh, cobblestone. You know what? If I need to, I'll just auger. I will auger out the block and replace it. Oh, now he sees me after 3 shots. Farmer Fred is pretty tough. It's all that fighting over his daughter down to the booby traps made him tough. I guess we'll hang on to that. It's kind of junk, but... ramps, I don't think we're going to need those right now. Let's get some of this stuff upgraded to reinforced concrete, though. Oh, yeah, and There's sleeper spawning right there. You see that? One of those zombies left over from the Wandering Horde the other day, maybe. Carcasses. I probably should saw these up with my knife, just for the bones, just for glue. And we're pretty good on glue right now, but it's easy to get water with all the snow we have and the sand. So why not get a bit of glue while we're at it? Not really concerned about the rotted flesh too much. So, well, let me dump this off and then we'll talk about it. So Draco was telling me that I miscounted the floor. So I looked, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. All right, now call this out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But you know, he was saying the floor. But I think he was talking about up here. Now, all I did up here was try to upgrade as much reinforced concrete as possible, and I haven't decided how big I want to make this hole. I don't know. Let me get my rebar on my belt here. Maybe I better keep the... Okay, well, we'll put the knife on there. I don't know if I want to stop, like right here to maybe right there. Have that little space, or how big of a hole I want. I haven't decided that yet. I was really just laying down some rebar frames, trying to get this upgraded and dried so we had something good to attach to. And you see, fortunately for us, in our time away and being close by, all this is dried now. So we just have to nail down these supports. But everything that I'll be attaching to up top has dried, in other words. And that was the main goal there. I forgot what we did after we laid down some of the rebar and upgraded it and had it drying. But main purpose of that, when we did it on that episode, was to get out all the dry. So I think I decided to do quarter blocks up here instead of bars. They're going to be more durable. They're going to last us forever. Let's see. Well, let's think about this. Let's plan it out here properly so I'm not just going all willy-nilly. Let's make 30 of these. Minute and a half, okay. Minute and a half. But yeah, I think he was talking about this, that I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, and this is just 1, 2 down on this end. But I think essentially, after realizing that I want to use the quarters instead of the, let's build our way up here, instead of the bars, I may not make this smaller. Oh my gosh. And you're going to notice that too in this build because it's a prefab build. Sleepers will spawn on top and inside and all of that. Let's just go ahead and club his body. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Those 2 tokens out. So, oh, look at that. They all respawn down there. And there's a bunch of them. Oh, I missed her. Get her. There you go. La la. Well, they just like spawned out of nowhere too, didn't they? I just got back up here. That's a bunch. My game stages are going up fast. Nice. All right. Well, that's how you clear those out. I need to hang the shotgun turrets from up here somewhere, and I'm going to have to make an access point for those. So I thought about even... Oh, they're like spawning in each other. Look at that! Did you see that? It was like one was carrying the other. I've never seen that before. I'm going to have to put a sleeping bag down over here or something. See, the only drawback to putting a sleeping bag down over here is then they're going to spawn in my crafting room if I do that. And land claim blocks don't work. Tried it on the multiplayer server. Did not make a difference. did not prevent the zombies from spawning like I imagined it would have. Well, if anything, we're going to get several levels out of some sleepers here. There you go. You're down for the count now, buddy. But going back to this and planning it out, I think the quarter blocks, let's get those quarter blocks out. We'll do them a little something like that. You know what I'm saying? You following me? Have them long ways. What I was going to do is fill this on in. Maybe something like that. Have this space here. But that was when I was going to do bars. But I think now that I've decided to go with quarter blocks, it might be better if I make this smaller. Or this edge smaller and the hole larger. So we're not going to have to worry about... we're going to have to worry about the bars collapsing when a cop spits up and destroys some under our feet. Now, I hope I'm right with this, but from what I am told, the quarter blocks on Alpha 16, the cop spit does not go through the quarter blocks, nor do the cop explosions. Now, we are high enough here that I don't think we're going to have to worry about cop explosions, even if we, you know, had bars or anything. That's why I made it as high as I did. Some on the server were saying that they are standing directly underneath the cops under quarter blocks. I just found that out, I think last night, maybe. They're standing directly under the quarter blocks and not taking damage. And so instead of like the video that you saw me post with the prefab bunker with the bars right here, I think instead of bars, we'll go do it like this. Mm-hmm. Something like that. Oh, what? Let's count that. Little 6 seconds left, and we'll plop these on. Take a look at it and see what it looks like. Do advanced placement again. There we go. Okay, now how does that work? How does that look? I kind of like it, you know. Like I said, I was going to make it smaller. I think I was going to box it off to about right there. Same on this end. And then put bars in between. So there wasn't as much space for cops to shoot at. But talking to 330 or Niru, I think I realized how powerful the quarter blocks could potentially be. And I can see enough. You can throw Molotovs. Don't you hit that wood frame. You can shoot Molotovs, or you can throw Molotovs down between these cracks. Shoot an exploding crossbow bolt, all of that. But if the cops can't hit me through quarter blocks, then my goodness, that's going to be powerful. Well, let me take this ladder down. We don't want that in our way. Put ourselves a roof up top here. Maybe put some windows in. You know, some bulletproof glass or something. Wonder if I should build it. How many high is that? 3, 4. Wonder if I should just go all the way on up to the top. I wonder where I'd have to put supports to do something like that also, you know? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 7, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boy, those sleepers are just spawning over and over. Look at that one spawned in midair. What is that? His head's in the block. I'll try to catch it when he leans it back. Lean it back. Lean it back. Come on. Ah, sucker. We didn't die. We did die. Okay. Now that can get a little tricky there with the sleepers just constantly spawning. Big Mama. Can we take Big Mama out in one shot to the back of the head? Yes, we can. Well, that's like unlimited loot right there, right? I don't think that's working. I don't think that mechanic is working as intended. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Well, that's a lot of loot sitting down there waiting on us when we go down there. All right, let me build myself up here. We'll stick that there. We'll make this into reinforced concrete. Now, what we're going to have to do, more than likely, we're going to have to wait for this to dry. All of this to turn into reinforced concrete and to dry, so we don't get into a place to where we're having blocks fall on us. We don't want that. All right, you know, and we can kind of manipulate that other end the way we did this end. And I need to, oh, you know what? I hope this doesn't, this is going to make all this fall. Well, that didn't fall. Let's do this right here. All right. Be pretty cool if I could make some bulletproof glass to go up in here, you know? Well, we could make a support right there and there. That doesn't leave us a whole lot of room if we do it. How many blocks across is that again? 4, 5, 6, 7. That's pushing the limits of it. But if it's reinforced, if it's steel, it would hold. But if it's reinforced, and we don't need a serious kind of roof up on this place here. The roof could be anything, wood or glass or whatever. Shouldn't be getting any attacks from up there. They're gonna break that. The vultures, you know, they won't. Oh, look at them running around down there. Little sneak shot. They don't know I'm up here. Grand Spartan also made a little boo-boo with sealing myself in right there. I'll have to manipulate my way down from out here. So we can do the same thing over here. Go ahead and take this out. Can I... let's see how we could do it. Bottom block was already gone. I certainly want to leave the center pillar in. Mark that out. The rest of it can go. Something like that. I don't know what we could do with the side. My little man in the game is starting to get cold. Let's throw on the leather jacket. And might as well take all of this out. Hey. Hey. Right? Am I right? Is that right? Now that's just going to provide some easy free loot in a little while. When we get our spikes in place and those zombies start spawning in on those said spikes, then they're just going to die off quickly. And it'll be some free loot for us to help ourselves too. All right. Well, that looks kind of good, I guess. How is this going to work? Let's try this. Let's try it. Okay, that holds. Now. Let's test this. Well, in theory, it should hold, right? Maybe we can do something cool with this, though. Instead of doing all... How many did I go? Did I go an odd number? Hopefully I went an odd number. Yeah. And 1, 2, 3. Let's get on down. Is my little man in the game still cold? Still shivering? Needs him a woman. Let's see, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so maybe if we do something like that. Oh, look at that. It's already dried what we're going to be attaching to there. Nice. Something like that. And then put some glass up there. Maybe some lighting on this or something. You know what I'm saying? You following me? I hope you are. I hope you're still here with me. Hello. All right. Well, that's looking good. We'll glass it all in. I'll have to put some bars or something around the edges to prevent the zombies from, you know, the spiders from climbing up here. Of course, what you'll probably notice, though, is that most likely they won't. We're going to have to make ourselves an entrance out of one side. And someone had the idea that, well, why don't you take one of those buildings and make it into an entrance for your base? Which is honestly probably what I should do. Hey, what are you doing there, buddy? What are you running around all silly for? Being all silly. What building could I go to? I want to auger that building down. I was thinking across the street, maybe. You know, but maybe we could make ourselves a catwalk. Yeah, on the catwalk. He is down, folks. He is out. That little building right there isn't much, though. The one next to us is pretty good, but I don't want to block zombies off from that way. If they spawn from the south, they are going to chew through that building in the first or second wave. They're going to chew through it. So I don't think I want to use that building. Is there another building close by we can make a... Not really. Not really. I'll have to really think about that and how I'm going to do it. Let's go ahead and nail this down, though. All right, another level. Nice. Oh my goodness gracious, there's a wandering horde. Or there's sleepers. Those are sleepers, right? Well, if they're going to wander off, I guess. Ow. I think I shot him in the foot. Yeah, I don't think I had this on the server that I could recall. At least this many sleepers. You know, I don't think I had this many. We're going to have to go down and get these with the club, though. This is a little annoying to have to deal with them with the crossbow from up here. Now, if they just stand around, then it makes it easy. What you doing, Nurse Nancy? Where you going, gal? Where you going? Why are you being so crazy for? Yeah, we'll just hop down from here and then I can build my way back up. Oh, don't you do that, Nurse Nancy. You're naughty, Nurse Nancy. I'm gonna do a jump ninja shot. No. $35 on her. I want him beating up on my concrete here. Look at all the bodies. That coat, 289. That's 370 worth of cash. Go ahead and scrap that. That's kind of wild, though, the way they spawn like that over and over and over underneath me. I mean, I was right there. It was like because I was just on the brink of out of the distance to where they could spawn, they were. I've never seen that before. Yeah, we'll take the lamb rations. And we'll take some water. Probably use some water. To drink the water. Well, I guess that is kind of some free bones for us if we chew those up. Need to make myself a better knife. I could absolutely make a 350 knife, I believe, and that would be so much better than this 210. Not so much better, but it would be better than a half-broken yellow knife. Go ahead and let these bodies despawn, get these things out of the way, get our bones, a little bit of fat, tallow. I think I need that tallow if I were to ever make a flaming arrow. And boy, your knife skill, I don't know if you, I'm sure you all have been using your knives and your machetes, but it goes up so fast, like you can cap that skill so quickly. If you do this to horde after horde after horde, you'll be cap level in your bladed weapons very quickly. At some point on the server, after the first maybe horde, I started doing that because I was out of glue initially. I had used all my glue and duct tape, so I had no choice, and before you know it, I was capped out on bladed weapon skill. Well, that's coming along now. I have to think about what I'm going to do for the roof and for the windows. That'll just be fancy. Look at the zombie that spawned up in there. Let's see if we can get her right between her legs. Well, you know what I mean. Her head right between her legs. Oh, I took her leg off. No, I took her arm off. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that, lady. Sorry about that, gal. My goodness. They all have to figure out something with that. We may have to make a... Oh, there were a couple of them up there. We may have to make our... Oh, she's coming down here. Come here, lady. Come here. Put your one-armed self. I'll take that chicken soup. We may have to make another level up there and put a forge room up top. You know what I'm saying? Put our crafting supplies, all that stuff up top. Only disadvantage to that is this is a horde bunker, and if a horde were to destroy it, then we're losing all of our resources. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. We'll just have to think about that as we move forward. But there are no other buildings that I could go to. I could make a building, which kind of doesn't make sense. I could make some place to build a catwalk over to. Maybe out in the middle of the street. I don't know. But I was just thinking about a way to get our sleeping bag in here. That would provide us... Oh, there's a sleeper right there. Well, we could just like level up completely and get all the loot in the world just from sleepers in our base. Just wait till we put spikes down here. It's going to be unlimited loot. I'll have to put a switch on the shotguns though so they can't fire all the time. But anyway, I guess we'll call it right there. I'll try to come up with some creative way. Ooh, we despawned. Some creative way to get us in and out of this base. Because I don't want to put a ladder on the outside of it. And, you know, there's not a whole lot of other ways I could do it with the design we're going to use here. But you see what I did on the multiplayer server with the catwalk? Yeah, the catwalk. We'll do something like that. It would make the most sense to do it from this building over here. Even if we destroyed the big portion of this building, which I may do. and then just make it into a way to get into our base over here. Because zombies aren't going to go into this building and try to go upstairs and ladders and stuff and to go across the catwalk to get into here. One last thing I want to do before this episode ends. I want to do this and have this ready to dry before our next episode. Not that it's going to be dry, because as soon as the episodes are over, I'm done for the night. I don't continue playing, but shoot. Need cobblestone. Need cobblestone. But tell me if you've seen something similar to what we saw in today's episode with the sleepers. I can't recall seeing that so far in the game and having sleepers just constantly spawning like they were. That was a bit odd. I don't know how many in total. Look, they're still spawning. 3 more. 3 more. Which, like I said, it'll be fine when we get spikes down there and we get those suckers upgraded to steel. Speaking of steel, I need to get some steel going. And that way we can at least have steel spikes. Now, that'll be important for us to have steel spikes. We're going to get crazy. Crazy. Gonna get sleeper crazy. I'll take your brass. I don't want your pants. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a pretty cool position he's in there. You know, with his neck all twisted. I think this spike club did a number on his neck. Kind of bent him backwards, doing like a scorpion pose or something, right? Well, I thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed today's episode of building. We'll be doing some more of it next episode. The episode after that, who knows? Here pretty soon, we'll be installing generators and shotgun turrets and spikes and all of that good stuff. But we're going to have one episode where I gather resources here pretty soon. And we'll go from there. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.